Hello and welcome to today's analysis. Just want to do a quick analysis on the DAX before the market open. So it's the 26th of October. We've got the extreme gap here, which is the low, performing quite a target. We have, since starting this video, we've come up and kind of touched that in the pre-market. But what we're looking for and hoping for is that the market maybe pulls back a little bit before the official market open. Maybe comes down to touch the S2 or these previous price points below the Bollinger Band, kind of spike outside like it has done here for a buy entry, and hopefully target the previous day's low and perhaps even spike through these levels here and target the close gap. It's quite a distance for the trade. However, there is a lot of volume in this area from previous days, which could present an opportunity to make it up that high. The alternative is we perhaps just come up and bounce off these levels, forming a bit of a resistance. We've got pricing here, and back here as well on the previous day, meaning that to get through this level, it may take a bit of pushing and quite a bit of buying to get us up to the close gap as the target. So ideal scenario, we come down perhaps to the S2. If we get a big spike and it's very erratic and it spikes right outside the Bollinger Bands on perhaps other time frames, which we'll check shortly, it would be ideal. So we'd get a nice spike into the S3 at 14,664. And that'll give us a really nice buying position. In terms of pricing, we've got the big 15,000 mark up above the breakout long, but below the R2. So it's not really going to impact us as such for an opening of the market trade. So breaking up above these price points is going to be really critical. Breaking this pricing here, as well as the breakout short and S1. If we do kind of drift up and we open above these levels, I'd still potentially be looking to buy to target the close or even the pivot. So watching for turnarounds at each level, of course, but the ideal target is the close. So there's a few scenarios there that we can kind of work with depending on what happens at the market open. If we see a lot of buying coming in really fast, we may be tempted to buy and target the close straight away. If we do see some selling coming in and hoping that we'll perhaps get down lower to the S2 or the S3, we'll then wait for buying to come back in and signal us to potentially get long. So looking at the weekly chart, we're coming down very heavily. So we're very, very bearish overall. So some traders may just want to just blind sell and short the market. According to the rules and the information that I work with, it's not going to be my play. However, it may happen. The market could go short. We're very bearish for the last 3 months, kind of bouncing off this mid Bollinger Band here. Having a look at the other time frames, weekly, very bearish again. The daily, we've kind of tapped the lower Bollinger Band and we've been sort of hovering around these price ranges for the last few days, which makes me think that there is a chance that we will get up to the close. Always remembering the market can do the opposite of what you're expecting, so risk management is always very important. 4 hour, if we got to the S3 at the open, or perhaps a little bit later, it could represent a really good buy because the Bollinger Band is there. So we'd come down, get outside the Bollinger Band for a potential retracement back into the normal pricing of the market at the time. Have a look at the 1 hour. Very much the same thing on the 1 hour. If we did spike down really quickly into the S3, could be a good buying opportunity. Also could be a sign that the market is really bearish and it's going to keep going that way. Always be careful. On the 30-minute, very much the same position for the Bollinger Band. 15-minute gives us a bit more activity around the S2. So if we did spike below the S2, the 15-minute could give us a bit of insight to get long. Remembering that the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour are all sort of hanging around this S3 as part of the lower Bollinger Band. So we're looking for potential buying opportunities around either the S2, the S3, or at the open, remembering that the low, this pricing here, as well as these kind of points of interest in terms of there's probably a lot of volume in there. Obviously, you could look at your volume footprint if you're using Apex Trader funding and you've got that extra Tradeovate subscription. Can be very, very helpful in learning the market and understanding what's actually going on behind the scenes. That's it from me today, guys. Just a quick kind of once over the market, what I'm looking at doing. It does look like if we do go long, it could be a nice trade. Obviously, the market can always do what we don't expect, but hopefully we'll get a push down and we'll see some really good rejection off either the S2 or the S3. That's it from me today, guys. Like and subscribe if you like this content. I do post these analysis videos, and I'm going to start mainly posting them when I see there's an actual opportunity. When it's very hit and miss and these levels aren't really telling me much, I'm not going to jump on and post. But when I do see something, I'm going to give a bit of a pre-market if I do have time, just to help you guys understand what's actually going on in the DAX and in relation to the pivot points and the Bollinger Bands. Have a great day and good luck with your trading session.